True or definitely false?
So if this is your first time coming across any of our videos, you'll be missing out on a whole lot. Trust me, we have interesting topical issues going on every single week. Check out our YouTube page. That's True or False, where we have podcasts for everyone that will keep you on the edge of your seat every single time.
So someone shared a post. So a guy approached her for a relationship, and she had like a deal breaker. She had her own rules. She told him that she would like to keep herself till marriage, meaning no sex, abstinence. And according to the guy, he agreed. 6 weeks along the line, he started acting funny. He started bringing, started being too demanding. Started asking her for the same thing accepted that he was not going to do till marriage, which was sex. And now she's confused on what to do because according to her, he's a good guy, but she still don't want to have sex before marriage. So guys, we'd like to know what you think about it. Is sex before marriage a deal breaker for you? Let's hear it from you, Mr. James.
Yeah, anyway, I love when people really fantasize about this perfect kind of marriage and relationship. When it comes to marriage, my own stand with man is look, I cannot marry who I've not had sex with because I need to understand you. I need to know you so that I just don't go and pay a bride price and carry you into the house and there will be war. So for me, it will be sex before marriage, and apart from the sex, there should be a good relationship before that time, so that we don't walk into marriage and for the next 2 months, 3 months, we are out of the marriage because at the end of it all, it's just if there's no sex before marriage, then definitely somebody is cheating if somebody is not demanding, but we all like to be righteous and we like to defend it, and they'll like say, okay, that there are people that can actually stay. Well, why one party will make up the mind to stay, the other party might not actually stay, and it has been like that
Mr.
all the
James,
while.
this is why I have issues with you. This is why I always have issues. That's why me and you can never be on the same page. What is wrong with the men of this generation? What do you mean? The person said this is it for me. I know they force you. I'm not forcing it down your throat. I just feel I should, put it out to you so you can be on the same page. You jejely agreed to it without a gun pointed to your head, and then 6 weeks later you cannot even abstain for only 6 weeks. 6 weeks is what? 6 weeks is what? 1 month and 2 weeks. You couldn't even stay. You started demanding for the same thing that you said you were not going to ask for. So why did you even accept it in the first place? Relationship never even reached 2 months. You don't they bring problem. This is why me and you can never agree.
Anyway,
because what do you mean by you are going to test what you are? I don't understand.
My dear. As the saying goes, a day is not a joke. Talk less of a year. Talk less of even 1 week.
6 weeks.
Talk
6
less
weeks,
of
Mr.
2 days.
James.
Now, let me make this clear now. If you are a virgin, that is understandable. Okay, I want to marry a virgin.
Virgin
Now
or
she's a
not?
virgin. After you have knocked the living daylight out of your body, now you have
God.
met me. It is me you want to use to crown it all. So if you have been knacking, let us continue the knacking so that I can marry
When
what is left.
somebody says they are celibate, Mr.
Celibate.
James, the word celibate, have you heard of it before?
Very, very well. I have.
So the word celibate simply
Yes.
means that the person has been abstaining.
Yes.
Not a matter of they've been knocking the life out of their body.
Okay.
And even if somebody has been sexually active and the person decides that, going forward, I think
Yeah.
I want to, take a different route, take a different turn.
Yeah.
You can't force the person for that. It's the person's body, the person's choice.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're forcing you.
Why this thing won't work in our generation is even the ladies that are the celibates, they are the ones still having side boyfriend. Then the faithful man is there trying to be faithful. Understand? So it doesn't work.
Mr. James, can I ask you a question?
Please ask me any questions.
Why go into a relationship with someone that already told you these are my rules, these are my deal breakers? Like I said, my question is marriage sex before marriage still a thing? If for you, you know that if you're going to be in a relationship with someone and sex has to be involved, is better you are open to the person. So are you not saying
whether you tell the person yes or no, you still want to do what is in your mind.
When it comes to the issue of having a perfect relationship, some of these ladies, they have this dream kind of relationship that they want. So when they are saying it and bringing out those conditions in a relationship, the way men are created, we are not created to run because you are bringing in all your rules and principles, because we know we were created to break those rules
You
and
can
put them
imagine.
down.
Wow.
Understand? So when we get into that relationship and you still want to stick to the rule, then you stick to the rule. Understand? But as for me, if the lady want to stick to the rule, I am with her, but I may definitely not stick to the rules.
What do you're
Understand?
contradicting yourself.
Yeah,
She wants to sit there
if
and
she
stick to
wants
you, but you're
to be
definitely not sticking to
there
the
with
rule.
her, if she wants to be there with access, let her be there. But me, I will not be
So
there.
you're invariably saying
Yeah.
why you are telling her yes I'm with you on it, you're actually banging somebody else. That's
Then-
what you're trying to say.
Because I must fulfill the mission, of course.
Chineye, let me answer your question.
Yeah.
Sex before marriage is still a thing. There are people who still uphold it to high esteem.
Now, how many of the people?
And then there are people who still uphold it to high esteem.
Okay.
And then there are people who value it so much. As much as there are people who, it's a deal breaker for them, people like James, where if you don't agree to sex before marriage, they can't be in a relationship with you. But there are people who is a deal breaker for them in the sense that they can't be in a relationship with you if you insist that there has to be sex before or in the course of the relationship. There are people like that. And like the lady said, the person in the story, nobody shouldn't let anybody make her or compare her to do what she doesn't want to do. I'm very sure she has her reasons.
Something that she has been doing.
No, I'm very sure she has her reasons why she decided to be celibate for the period of time that she has been celibate. So anybody that cannot wait for
What
you,
if it's when she
Mr.
met
James,
that guy
Mr.
that she
No.
wants to suffer that guy?
Mr. James, don't say
Because
that.
she wants to be the
Mr.
perfect
James,
wife.
any man who loves
We
you
will not
truly
agree.
will wait for you.
No.
You're not dating for 10 years.
Waiting
It's
for
men like
who?
you that used to give the ladies ring and
Waiting
make them
for
love you.
who?
Because explain to me why you
Even the Lord of the
only
Rings
define-
finally found his ring.
No.
Yes.
See, here's the thing.
Mhm.
I've always been of the school of thought that we should define whatever we are doing from the get-go, right? So if you define things, it will help the cause of the relationship. If we say that we want to have a relationship and in the next 1 year, 6 months or 18 months are planning to get married, you already know that okay, in 1 year, 6 months, this person is going to be my husband or my wife. You can bang the life out of yourself as much as you want. That's the truth. But when you want to start playing around 5 years, 7 years, what do you do for a relationship?
I think you
5
see,
years?
all this mindset is what a lot of ladies out there have carried, and they are now in their 40, 50, 60, and they are still single, and they are moving from prayer house to prayer house
It's
to prayer
not
house.
about that.
Excuse
It's
me,
not about
let me
moving
talk
from prayer
now.
house to
No,
prayer
excuse
house.
me, and they are moving from prayer house to prayer house, thinking it is one wizard from their father's house or one witch from their mother's house. No, it is the funny principles that they are putting on the ground.
What
Tell
is
me
funny
now.
about
Let me
chastity?
not tell you now.
Since when did
Let
chastity
me not
become
tell
funny?
No, in this our modern time in Nigeria right now, coming from me or even my sons, anybody you want to marry, you will not just jump up and say, Daddy, I have seen a wife, I want to marry. And I'll ask you a very good questions. Have you gone down there, my boy?
Sex is not everything, Mr. James.
Okay, in
Sex is not
marriage,
all that there is in a relationship.
Now, in a relationship and in marriage, if sex is not everything there first, then what
Yeah,
is the
sex
thing
is
there?
not all that there is. You should be able
Will
to
you
bond.
marry a man
No,
without
Mr.
sex?
James, you should be able to bond with your partner.
So what is the bonding leading
outside
into?
the confines of sex.
There's already bonding. That is why we came into the relationship.
No.
Yes.
There are people who if you take away sex from the relationship, there's nothing left in the relationship.
There's nothing there, my dear.
What do you mean? Then why are you in the relationship?
Why are you lying to
Anybody
yourself?
can give you sex.
Why are you lying to yourself?
You can pay for sex.
Listen.
So if that's why you're in a relationship, then there's a problem somewhere.
Listen.
Means you're objectifying the person you're in a
If this
relationship
cup
with.
cannot fetch water or hold water, then this cup is not useful then.
So that's what
Yes.
you're saying. You're
Yes.
invariably saying that's all the person that you're in
Like-
a relationship is good for sex.
You
That's
are
what
the
you're
one
saying.
turning it that
I'm
way.
not turning it
The
that
person
way.
in the relationship is there, but sex is as important in every relationship.
I'm not saying
Very,
that.
very, very,
I'm
very.
not saying
In
that.
fact, it is the number one anchor point.
In a marriage relationship, yes, it is the number one.
Even in a
But
normal
that is not
relationship,
no.
it is the number one.
No, that is not
Yes.
all that the partner is good for or is there for.
We
There are
all
relationships
know
that
the-
if you, because they
the
started
partner
out
is
on
good for
sex,
so many things
if you
already.
take away sex from the relationship, there's nothing left. So why are you in a relationship? Do you know that, Mr. James? Do you know that even if they let you say, okay, fine, sex in relationship, you cannot have sex every day of your life. You cannot be hitting, even in marriage. There are days that you'll be tired. So why rush to eat something that is already yours? The food is already yours. They're only just saying, wait till a so certain time, and then you have the rest of your freaking life to have sex. So why is it that 1 year, 6 months, I've already said, oh, I want the relationship with us, away from there, we'll go marry. That is the problem.
When this generation kind of ladies, when they want to be selfish, when they feel that they want to do themselves a favor or they want to paint themselves to be Mary Magdalene, and they will tell you you can wait. Even our forefathers, Abraham, they did not wait.
What do you mean?
And they have
there?
been, listen,
Were you there?
listen. Now they had sex from day one till they were 900 years old.
Were you
and
there?
they were not tired.
Were you there?
Now they even had concubines. Even Solomon had to have close to 900.
I didn't say.
Was he tired?
That
So why were you telling me
shouldn't
that?
have sex or you won't be
So
tired,
okay
or
now,
you'll be tired. I'm saying you can't have sex
why are you
every day of
saying
your life.
that the man will get tired?
Anybody who has sex
That
every
man
day
will
of
not
their
be
life is
tired.
a very jobless
We
person
are not
and
tired.
lazy person.
If you don't have money, you can't even have good sex. So every man you see being active and functioning has money. Because when you have money, you can go harder. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? We are not tired of having sex every day. Are we tired?
But you can't be having sex every time of the day for the rest of your life.
I can.
There are days that you win.
Nobody has sex every time of the day. Nobody have sex every time of the day. Nobody have sex every time of the day. But we are not tired.
There are days that you will not be able to have sex. So why is it that 1 year 6 months is what will kill you? If you have the rest of your life, you're going to live.
Don't you know how many people that has died in between the 1 year 6 months? Don't you know how many people that have died between the 1 year 6 months? So what are you saying? So what are you saying? Somebody that has been wearing since now it is reaching the relationship time and you want to go.
It's so obvious that with these two, we're not getting this conversation to an end. Mr. James said he doesn't mind sex, so as long as it's a relationship, as long as we are with him, sex must be involved. Favor over here said
I stand for all the people that have.
she's not to you must not have sex.
Don't let anybody make you do what you don't want to do.
And you grow old in your father's house because you want to do what you want to do.
You that shared your story, I hope you realize that it's up to you to make your decision yourself. If relationship with sex is not your thing, you have your rights, you have your life. Live. They will not kill you. You have more life out there. You still need someone that will want.
You will die of Koji. You will die of Koji.
And for the rest of our viewers, please
You will die of Koji.
what you think of this in the comment section. Thank you.